Well, hello. My name is Daddy-O. I do some YouTube stuff and I do a little bit of Uber now and then. I've been doing some videos on renting a vehicle to do your Uber in, and I've been getting quite a few comments. Now, I'm going to talk about a video I did, and hang with me today. A lot of the questions I get, and I like the questions, comments, are always because someone didn't watch the end of the video. So if you would, please watch to the end of the video, because that's where the questions start coming in. You only want people are watching the first part. I'm going to try to answer, and some of the comments that I've been getting off of my videos may answer some questions you may have if you've been considering doing an Uber rental to do your Uber in. All right, I've been doing it for 3 years now. I'm a 5.0 Uber. I've been doing this a moment. I've got over 10,000 rides. We'll just leave it at that. But I've been getting great comments from people that are talking about their experiences. So let me read some of these comments. Now, I'm going to read them pretty much as I received them. So sometimes, as you know, people don't, it'll sound like I'm kind of chopping it up here, but I'm going to read it pretty much the way it's been wrote if I can. I got a video out right now that I did just under a month ago. I think it was a month ago. That's got 31,000 views on it. And the title of the video is "The Secret Reason I'm Making More Money with Uber by Renting." Now, this video has put out, I've gotten a lot of comments, and some of them are quite good, and I'm going to read them too, because it backs up what my experiences are in some ways. So the first one I got here is a little simple thing someone wrote, and this was recently. This was literally 3 hours ago. I have had a lot of wear on my car, plus it was hit doing gigs. It definitely will look, I will definitely look at renting a car, since I want to do it full time. This other one here, now this is the one that got me. I saw this one last night, and I didn't want to answer it because I wanted it to stay up here so that I could get to it, because I felt like some people needed to hear this one. Daddy-O, please teach about depreciation. I bought a car for $24,000 3 years ago, and now after 110,000 miles doing Uber, it's only worth $4,000 to $6,000. Now, a $24,000 car, he's already put 110,000 miles on it, and now it's only worth $4,000 to $6,000. And now sometimes it costs more to fix it than I am earning with Uber. If my car had been new and much more expensive, I would have lost a lot more money. Drivers must learn this, so we stop taking money losses rides, and they stop letting Uber steal the lower value of their cars. In other words, you're using your value of your cars to do an Uber. The depreciation that you're using your car for is an Uber thing. You know, that 110,000 miles put on this vehicle here in 3 years, all of a sudden the vehicle's not worth anything that it could be. If that vehicle had been bought 3 years ago and just been parked, and a rental car was used all that time to do that 110,000 miles worth of work, that car of $24,000, they would only put maybe 10, 20,000, 30,000 miles at the most on that vehicle, because they had another vehicle to use. So they wouldn't have used that car that they're financing all that time. They would have lost all that depreciation because they wore it out. And I've done this too, doing Uber. That's a classic example of taking your car, financing a car, going out and beating it to death over a period of a couple years, putting all that mileage and wear and tear, people climbing in and out, and the car's just not worth nothing no more, and you've made all them damn payments on it. So it all depends. And like I say, this does not work for everybody. You have to determine, will this work for you? Do you want, what condition is your car in? Let's go to another one here. Charge fees. All right, rental battery. Okay, this is a good one. It's a short one. Rental, battery charge fees, and other business-related expenses are subject to a write-off, unlike the standard mileage you use for personal cars for gigs. Simple and sweet right there. You can write all the other stuff off. It takes the place of that mileage, standard mileage that you would write off when you would normally have to do your personal car. Let's see here. We got another one down here. This one here has been here for a couple of days, and I didn't want to answer this one yet neither. I just now returned to Uber. He's absolutely right. I guess they're talking about me. I remember I had a 2010 Chevy Cobalt. I paid $2,700 for it, and I started Ubering in 2017 with it. I remember I took a gig that took me an hour away. On my way home, I hit such a bad pothole, it ruined my transmission, and I had to come up out of pocket with $1,200 to repair it. All kind of random problems started happening to that car, and it just never felt like it was worth it. So you see, these are experiences people have had that are watching the videos. And some people out there, maybe you can relate to some of this. Some of you may have had these kind of experiences where you had a vehicle, you used it for a few years doing Uber, and the vehicle quite wasn't the same no more after those few years of doing Uber no more, and it really wasn't worth what it could have been worth if you just parked it in the garage or parked it in your yard, grabbed you a rental vehicle like I do, or I got other people out here that are commenting too that are doing this. All right, so it's not that hard. Now, you can't get one of these in this program everywhere. I'm learning that. I kind of knew that, but in certain markets, a rental through the program will not be available. Now, people ask me, how can I do this? It's in your app. If it's available in your area, you should be able to find out about it in your Uber app. All right, you can search it in there. If you have a problem with that, search it online. Just Google search it. It'll come up with the information for you, and then it kind of relates you to it. If you're interested, look into it. If you got a vehicle that you've pretty well dogged out over the past months doing Uber, and you're having these problems where you're having to do all these repairs, and you can see that if it stops, your money's going to stop. This could be something that saves you, that gets you out of that hole that you're in, and it could not. You know, I'm going to tell you straight up, this will not work unless. And here's the reason why it might not work for some people. Some people are just freaking lazy. You know, if you want to work Uber, it's that job where you can go out and do it when you want to. You got that lackadaisical ability to just go out and jump in your personal car and go out and work a few hours here, and then go back to the house and watch some TV or go do the kids and whatever. And then you go back out again later and you do it. If you're doing that kind of Ubering, this might not work for you. Now, if you're doing the kind of Ubering where you want to go out and make money, make a regular steady kind of income, you may want to look into this. And I'll talk about this one more time because I've talked about it in several videos and I get responses off of it. Treat your Uber as your business. It's your business. And people have asked, what can I write off, blah, blah, blah. You can write off just about anything you do with this vehicle. Even though you're renting it, the rental fee, your cleaning supplies, anything you need to keep this vehicle polished and shiny and clean and blah, blah, blah. My car wash. You know, I do a monthly service on car wash. I got a gas station here locally that I pay a monthly fee to. I can pull in any one of their convenience stores that has the car washes twice a day, anywhere I'm at. I can pull through and wash my car. I live at the beach, so there are moments of the week, the day sometimes, where we get a lot of salt air, and by the afternoon your car is covered in a little film. You can see it. It's there. Go do the car wash. That's another write-off for me. Every month I pay $37, $38, something like that, for the service, and that's another thing you can do. Your cleaning supplies, anything you need to keep your business shiny and clean and professional, there it is. Just keep your receipts. You know, I don't know. I'm so, when I see people that are having these kind of problems, that have had these kind of problems in the past, and you know, they kind of agree that they seen how they wore out their vehicle. Now, some of you guys that might be watching this video may be new to Uber, and I remember those days. You're learning. You know, I've told you, don't accept every run. You know, go back and look at my acceptance rate. Go back and look at the biggest video. If I can help point any of you guys in the right direction that is doing this, go look at my tip video. I'll teach you a little bit, or I'll talk about a little bit how I do my tips, it's not just for the fare. You're not out here just Ubering for a fare. If you learn how to play the game, the system that I've talked about, I have a video on that too. If you learn to play the Uber rental system game, you can take the Uber rental and take it to another level and make more money. I'll guarantee you, you have a rental vehicle. I'm gonna say it, I'll say it and say it and say it. If you have a rental vehicle, you'll make more money. It's just the way it is, because you'll do more runs. You're more motivated to get up off the couch and get up off the wherever you're at and go outside and jump in that vehicle and go see if you can make some money, because it's sitting out there. It's brand new, maybe a year old. It's clean, smells good. You got good music. Go have some fun. Go make some money. Once you get that vehicle in your yard where you have it, it'll change your world. I can say that, because you will do Uber different than you've ever done it before. It's just a fact. If you don't believe me, try it out for a couple months, but stay on top of it. If you're going to do this program, if you're going to try this, don't just go rent the vehicle and play Uber the same way you have been doing it. If you're going to go rent you a vehicle, go out and work it, and you'll see that you'll make more money. All right. Anyway, I've commented on some of these on here. I don't know what else I need to comment on. Gas, yeah, people always asking about gas. Is gas included? What about gas? Why? No, you pay for your gas, but keep your damn receipts. You know, you pay for gas just like you would in your vehicle. But that's all you got to do is go put gas in your vehicle, in your rental vehicle, and go to work. All right, enough of that. So I don't know what else I need to comment on here. I have got a list of comments. Comment if I see something that's interesting, a question that I think everyone else might want to hear about or find out about. I'm going to either make a video on it, or I'm going to answer you. And sometimes I will answer you and make a video on it. I did that the other week. Some people asked me a question, and I turned right around, made a video on it, and sent them the answer. Say, look at the video. I just made it for you. So if you got something to talk about, let me know. I'll talk about it, or I'll find out about it. So anyway, guys, have a good afternoon, good evening. Daddy-O is going to let you go for the day, and I might, if I see the right comment or come up with something for tomorrow, I'll talk tomorrow too. I don't have no problem with running my mouth. Have a good one, guys. Bye.